A Canadian man sentenced to life in prison for triple murder said he killed his two young girls, ages 7 and 8, because he didn't want them to grow up knowing he'd killed their mother. Clara Foreman, 33, died when her husband Jacob rose up during an argument over his drinking and hit her 3 times in the head with a sledgehammer on December 17, 2017, at the family's home in British Columbia, according to the prosecutor and foreman's confession read in court on Monday. "What are you doing?" she said between the second and final blows, the prosecutor said in Supreme Court, reports the Canadian press. When the couple's daughter heard their mother's scream coming from the parents' bedroom, Foreman told them she wasn't feeling well, and later he took the children to church, according to the statement of facts presented in court. Afterward, he had the girls dress in their pajamas before taking the oldest into her bedroom and saying he wanted to play a game. Using a child's toy of a horse's head on a stick, he then choked her from behind, before doing the same to her sister. He said to police he thought it would be better for them to go home to heaven than to grow up in a world where Daddy had killed Mommy. After Foreman admitted his guilt before the court and he was sentenced, Clara's sister, April Carlson, said the victim's family still cared about him, reports CBC News. "We don't look at Jacob as a perpetrator," she said. "We look at Jacob as a person going through this with us, with an enormous amount of pain that we can't even begin to understand." The killer, who brought his trial to a halt with a surprise guilty plea, contemplated suicide after his actions, but instead went to work as usual for the next 2 days before police, who'd already been alerted by one of Clara's co-workers who hadn't seen her, found the bodies in the garage of the family's home.